So on this channel I've talked about my theory on how the next big DLC could be another aquatic one. Due to the Wallpaper Wednesday post where it shows 2 DLC posters and a Mosasaurus and a Go. With that we guessed the next DLC was going to be aquatic based, which we ended up getting. And there's another theory where the goat sort of could represent a prehistoric mammal pack, which I'd say is a good theory to be honest. But I'm going to be sticking with the aquatic side of this. So the Wallpaper Wednesday post, which shows the Biosyn DLC and the Malta DLC, these were big DLCs with new maps, buildings, creatures and missions. So I reckon the prehistoric aquatic pack was just a booster pack to bring up the aquatic species roster, as there wasn't that many in the game to start with, and as well a lot of them had similar body profiles and make a full aquatic campaign feel a bit empty. A lot of people thought there was missing things from the DLC and the free update 7, such as like aquatic terrain brush, which would have made sense to leave out if they were actually going to be making a bigger DLC for the aquatic based stuff, as such an update would fill that out quite nicely. So going off a lot of the comments from across the different social medias, I've put a list of things that you'd probably want to see, and as well as things I would like to see. Who knows, these could very well turn up in the next DLC and update 8. First on the list is brushes. So loads of people on like the Jurassic World Evolution 2 livestream and other posts are screaming out for aquatic brushes for like corals and kelps. Right now we have to place coral structures down, and which can leave lots of random gaps, so it would be quite nice having different environments in our lagoons that would be easy and quicker to place with just a simple brush. As well, a lot of people asking for like depth control, which would be a good addition. You'd be able to make shallow coral reef areas for smaller creatures to hide in, and deep trenches for the big apex predators to roam, and a mix of both to make some kind of aquatic site B enclosure. Attractions. So people are hoping to be able to have boat rides, and that's something that I've seen from the very beginning. People have been asking. It'd be kind of cool to be able to add them to lagoons or like on a normal water source. Another attraction people have been screaming out for are underwater tunnels. We got the underwater dome, which is an ace edition and something I really enjoy, but definitely would like something lower to the ground rather than like mid-water level, and it just get you some different views. Like bridges and piers would be kind of cool. It could work out as an attraction and a viewing area, or a quick way to get over the water to the other side of the lagoon, and you could like connect to like a load of islands that you have in the middle of huge lagoons. A floating beach, just something different for the amphibious creatures to get up and rest on, and it'd be kind of cool to see. Like, we got some interesting behaviours and social abilities, but it'd also be interesting to get some like new ones. Like see certain creatures go to the ground on the lagoons, sifting through like stones or crustaceans, or just resting on the ground like for a group of cleaner fish to come and clean them. And that would look kind of cool next to like one of the underwater tunnels if that's a thing that gets added. Because I feel like a lot of these sea creatures, they don't even go to like the bottom lagoons, like not even close to it some of the time, unless they're using the shark feeding station. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool. So there's a lot of different species that could be added to this. I think one of the biggest requested ones is Megalodon. So many people have been asking for that. I can't really imagine them not adding it to the game at this point, with the huge amount of people that really want that add-in. That'd be something cool and something different. Another popular one, something I'd really hope for, is Lead Sickfies. It'd be another behemoth in the lagoons. It'd be cool to see like slowly making its way through the lagoons. To make use of the floating rock and look kind of strange, it'd be cool if they added something called Hyneria. If you've ever watched Walking Monsters, you would have seen this 2.5 meter fish beach itself and use its flippers to push itself along the ground to catch its amphibious snack. It'd be something really cool to see on the floating rocks, and something very different out of the water. So we've got tiny creatures on land and in the air, but nothing smaller than the galoons. So I'd pick Hupesicus, especially with the recent fossil material discovered. It shows that it filter fed its food like modern whales. Like, I feel like this would be a very interesting addition and very cute due to how small this creature is, and something I feel like would be sort of missing from the lagoons. And especially if they add like the depth tool, you could make like a shallow coral reef for it to hide in, which would be absolutely awesome to see. Next bit that I want to talk about is probably the missions and the maps. I'd kind of expect some of the maps of huge natural lagoons. In like the Malta map, San Marie Bay, we got a natural lagoon which is kind of cool. And as well on the missions, I think we would have to catch wild marine creatures from these natural lagoons to add to our own lagoons. Either that or have the natural lagoons to have as like a kind of reserve and we build a park around it. And if it's like an island, we have to build our parks within and do like either bridges or like a boat tour to each island, which would be kind of cool. Well, that's it for my theory. What do you think about this? And what are your theories? And what's your wish list for the next DLC? And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.